If you're wondering how writing a book can attract your ideal client, then watch this video and I'm going to show you how. Hi, I'm Karen Roy. I'm your book writing coach. And for the simplest and easy ways to learn how to write a book, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new videos appear every Wednesday. I get it. So one of your goals for 2020 is to write a book. And you heard writing a book can actually increase your revenue. So by the end of this video, I'm going to share with you my snowball effect of writing a book and show you the different ways you can use your book to increase your revenues in 2020. All right, let's jump right into this. So how does writing a book translate into dollars and cents and revenue in your pocket by the end of the year? So very fancy here, but here's your book right here. We want to write a book. You're an entrepreneur, you have lots of experience, and you want to share that experience with the rest of the world. You're also, by doing this, providing value for your clients. This circle around the book is called your circle of influence. But your circle of influence begins to expand. So when, as I told you before, a colleague of mine and I, we wrote Leadership, It's Not Just for Leaders. Once we published that book, people saw us as an authority or an expert on leadership. So our circle of influence began to grow because we had that book. We had the credibility that we had built, as well as the trust with clients that we knew what we were talking about. And we had lots of examples in the book and lots of experience that we were drawing from that anybody could relate to and they read the book. So that the book is giving you that authority. You're a guru, you're an expert, which is then allowing that circle of influence to grow. The circle of influence grows, you come into a different clientele. And that's a new clientele because now they had maybe not heard of you before, but with this new circle of influence and having your book, it's giving you've got another level of clients that you can draw from. All right, so we just talked about the circle of influence, but what does that mean? Like, what does that translate into from a story perspective? So when you write your book, the circle of influence grows. You start to meet other people, like-minded people, that might be entrepreneurs as well, but then you meet new clients that are interested in what you have to say. And they're eager to buy your book and learn, all from your experience, all the value that you have and that trust that you're building with those clients, as well as other entrepreneurs that are in similar genres as you are. So when we had our book, people found us through an event that we had, and then we were asked to speak and be part of this Biz magazine when they were talking about the new entrepreneur. But we were actually written up twice in that magazine, and we were invited to be with other like-minded entrepreneurs that really were passionate about being an entrepreneur and what did that look like and how did we leave our full-time corporate jobs to really, go out on our own. So that opened us up to a whole new circle of influence, twofold, from other entrepreneurs that we could market with and talk to, as well as opening up to the new clientele. We were giving all of our information away. We were building trust with a new audience, which is, what you want to do. You need to keep expanding those audiences because you need to grow that customer base. So being invited to, sit at a round table and speak to these other women, that's how they found us. So now when we would be out pitching new clients, we could say to them, well, we have a book, we've published a book, and we've also been written up in other magazines. So from the client perspective, they're thinking that, you are credible. You have been in these magazines, which, people are reading them and they're held in high account. So you're building that trust. And I know I keep talking about that trust, but it's really, really important to earn that trust with your client. And these are all ways to say that, you are an expert. You do know what you're talking about from the information that you have and being asked to sit in these round tables. From that, we were also asked to be speakers. So it was a big human resources conference, and we were asked. So when we had to write our bio, because I find a lot of writers I'm working with, that's their ultimate goal, is to be on that stage speaking. They're passionate about what they do, and they really want to bring that passion to the stage and talk to others that are similar, whatever you might be in direct marketing or whatever your business is. So when we wrote our biography to get us into the speaking, to be a speaker, we weren't just a shoe-in, right? You had to prove that you could do this and everything. Sorry, my cat just jumped off the table. I think I'll just cut that part out. So when we were asked to speak, we had to fill out an application and we had to give all of our credentials. But having written a book and having been published in a magazine really helped get that application to the front of the pile. So again, these are all different ways that you can begin building a bigger clientele, being invited to different speaking engagements that then keep elevating your clientele, and it translates into dollars and cents. Is the book necessarily going to make you a millionaire? Probably not. But your book is also a passive income. So if it's on Audible, if you've self-published and it's on Amazon and Kindle, and you also have hard copies that people can buy, that's a passive income. People can be buying that when you're sleeping. So it's nice to have different pockets of revenue streams. So one could be, this is your passive income here. This is people buying your book while you sleep. This is now speaking engagements, keynotes that you want to have. So again, you start to have that snowball effect from one to the other, which is really exciting because you don't know where it's going to go. You have to be really open-minded and look at all opportunities because, again, you just don't know. The last part of my snowball effect, actually I have lots of my snowball effect, but the last one I'm going to talk to you today about is affiliate marketing. And back in the day, in our book, we called it actually relationship networking, because you're going to network with somebody else who's similar to what you do, and you're both going to get something from it. So I am a book coach. I like to team up with other entrepreneurs or small businesses that are similar to what I do or might complement what I do. I have a client that is also, she helps people become speakers, and she'll coach them on their speaking and how they present and how they speak, the whole system. So that makes sense to me because she's going to have speakers that may not have a book but want to write a book. And I have people who have a book or they're writing a book and they want to get to the speaker side of the house. So they complement one another. So really that's where that affiliate marketing, happens. And you see that out there right now. There's so many different social media groups and things like that. Even the ones I belong to, we're always trying to help each other out in different ways. But by doing that, you're going to then expand that circle of influence even bigger. So now these are all those other people that you are working with through different associations that you might belong to. And that expands. You're then talking to their clientele. Then you reciprocate. They come and they talk to your clientele. So it really grows. It grows. The more value you can be doing with one another as well, the more you're going to grow and more exposure you're getting to different audiences. So those are 3 different ways for you to increase your revenue. There is another quick one I'm just going to mention is leverage. And I think it's really important. I was only going to talk about 3, but it works with the passive income as well. You can create leverage in your business by the things you do with online courses and writing different online courses. A lot of the content that is in the book can actually be a small online course. And from that online course, people like what you have. They, again, gain your trust. They love the information. You make it useful and something that they can use and take and turn that into an action, and they see the results. It's really easy then to take them into one-on-one coaching or whatever your hierarchy is of your training, or whatever you're providing, whether you're a health coach or a wellness coach, whatever it might be. It's really easy to take the information from the book and then make those mini online courses. Those online courses build trust, they give value, people can see the results, and then they're like, hey, I want more of them. I wanna work with her or him one-on-one. And that's really the ultimate goal of what you want. The other one is really, referrals. We often forget to ask for referrals, and they're so important. So that's the other thing. So I'm just going to write that down. So we have leverage, and then once people love us and they see what we've done for them, we have referrals. So those, all of that is super important, and it will help your business grow one step at a time. You have to be persistent, and you have to be continually there and continually show up. So it's been so much fun sharing how you can increase your revenue for 2020, all by writing your book. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love revenue generating things, and I love how books open you up to different opportunities. You just have to be persistent. You have to constantly show up, and you can't get frustrated, because I know there's going to be days when you're like, that didn't quite work the way I wanted to, but that's okay. Don't get yourself down on things like that. So if you really like this video, I'd love for you to share it, give me a thumbs up, but also comment down below on how you've made some great connections and affiliates that you've found in, who knows, different ways. But love to hear your comments and anything that you want to share with the group. And again, if you're loving the videos, please subscribe and hit the bell. You'll be notified every Wednesday when I have a new video. So until then, it's Karen Roy, your book coach. Just keep writing.